Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. So, hari ni saya berada di Arena Kuala Lumpur. So untuk rekod ni adalah first time saya datang sini. Dan saya tak tahu pun ni tengah KL ada tempat track di sini. Dan tempat ni memang very nice lah. Memang penting, memang dia betul-betul maintain. Padang pun cantik ni. Macam nak main bola pun sedap kan. So kenapa saya kat sini hari ni ialah untuk attend ni lah, KL Standard Chartered running clinics. So running clinics ni tajuk dia hari ni mau tu training plan dengan training plan dengan apa tadi ya, dengan prioritization macam tu lah. Saya pun tak tahu, saya register ikut wife saya. So kita tengoklah apa program hari ni. So ini adalah tahun ke-4 kot saya register Standard Chartered. Dan memang sebelumnya dah baca kan dia punya klinik semua ni, tapi tak pernah terfikir nak join lah kan. So wife saya dia rajin join. Dan saya cakap okey lah, this week ada event, kita join lah, tengok lah apa program klinik ni kan. So apa macam mana dia organize, apa tujuan dia. Tapi kalau ikut wife saya cakap, minggu ni dia mau tu full marathon je participant. So macam tak apa ramai lah. Saya pun wondering lah kan, klinik ni apa yang buat kan. Dalam gambar nampak lah ada orang lagi ramai-ramai ambil gambar. Tapi saya rasa adalah something yang kita boleh belajar hari ni, yang kita tengok kan. Mungkin ada benda, tak semua benda kita boleh belajar pada internet kan. Ada setengah benda tu kadang kita kena belajar pada person tu sendirilah. Untuk hari ni saya pakai kasut Nike Zoomfly 4. Sebab kasut Nike Zoomfly ni dia keras sikit tapak dia. Dan track ni lembut, so dia balance lah. Saya pun tak tahu hari ni macam mana training dia. Kita tengok je lagi. So kalau ikut dia punya program tentatif, dia start pukul 7 sampai pukul 9.30 lah, lebih kurang kan. Dia tentatif lah. Tapi kalau tengok crowd hari ni macam tak ramai lah. Even voice saya cakap pun tak ramai. Banding dengan dia datang, selalu saya tengok dalam gambar semua kan. Dia dah panggil dulu. Tapi saya pelik Arena KL ni. Memang dulu sebelum jadi Arena KL ni apa tempat ni kan. Sebab dia track, adakah dia dulu sekolah ke ataupun something lah kan. Sebab dia parking bertingkat ada, keliling ni kondo. So dulu tempat ni apa sebenarnya, saya kena check balik so bib ni dia bagi waktu registration tadi. Dan klinik ni kena register. So nanti lepas habis event kena pulangkan balik bib ni. Tapi tu lah, dia memang untuk label dia kot. Sebab dia tak ada, dia punya tag lah kan. So bijak bagi nampak macam event ni proper lah kot, saya rasa.
So let's say on percentage. 2 months ago when you first started your training for a 4-month cycle to KLSCM, how many percent of the first 2 months stuff that you say you're going to do you have completed? How many have done less than 50%? How many of you have done between 50 to 70%? How many of you are between 70 to 90%? Very good. How many of you are like 90 to 100%, or even do more? You've done more. No? So that's the typical runner. Because none of us are elite. None of us are really amateur elites where you really committed to your training. So here you are now, you are almost at the middle point of your training, which is about 2 months each. You have accumulated the kind of fatigueness, and also not only just body but mentally, it feels like it's a lot and too much to handle. Then that particular day you don't feel the running. That will happen if you are following through your training plan. So which is why you can introduce one of the week in the month. You take a bit of break, which means that a week, you don't be too hard on yourself. Rest a bit, reduce your training volume to 60-70% is fine. So imagine you're going up for 3 weeks. The 4th week you actually taper down a bit. Give yourself a break. Don't increase your long distance run on the weekend, like from 21 to 24, then 28. Expect the 4th week you're going to do 22. You will break down at some point, and your body and your mentally need to rest. So the 4th week you can rest. Some people do it in the 3rd week instead. Like long distance run on the weekend is 21 km, followed by 25 km, then taper down to 18 before they hit the 32 km.
Okay, so after briefing, the session start with warm up. So 3 laps. Okay, lepas tu kita akan buat warm up lagi. So hari ni ada instruction dia. Lagi saya akan explain apa kita akan buat hari ni. Actually good actually, sebab tak semua info kita boleh dapat kat internet lah. Dan kadang kalau ada pun tak sama lah dengan cara orang explain. Okay, that's good. Okay, warm up saya tak on jam lah. Alah, nak on jam. Okay, so sepatutnya slow jog ni. Tak nampak dia macam slow jog, macam laju kan. Okay, first lap. Okay, buat saya buat ni. Okay, final lap untuk warm up. Ini dah bukan warm up ni, sampai senam ni. Okay, tak apa. Okay, tamat 3 lap warm up. Okay, kita minum air dulu. Kita pergi toilet untuk session lagi.
It doesn't get so boring. Like, you know, you're not a machine. Every movie.
Alright.
Like that. At some point, your mental block is reset. So I said, one of the ways to do this.
Oh, okay.
Bottom. Okay, so when you run fast, actually you use a lot more of your core for balancing as well. So don't think it's just about leg. So if you don't normally stretch your neck, you should also stretch your neck. So start by rotation. Use slowly. Some of you may hear some cracking sound because they have not.
Okay, task untuk hari ni ialah 400 meter. 90% effort. Okay, so kita akan lari 400 meter. Okay, buat 10 round. Lepas tu habis kita buat yang 200 meter lah. 200 meter pula kita lari daripada starting line ni. Lepas tu seperti sampai kat ujung sana kita slow down. So kita jog slowly lah. Okay, that's the task for today. So saya tak akan record every round. Saya akan record, tengoklah, mungkin dalam 3-4 round je lah kot. Okay, first round. Sebenarnya dia lah kita nak latih hari ni lemuh tu speed run lah actually. Okay, tapi kita kena adjust supaya kita berlari 400 meter ni non-stop. Tapi selaju yang mungkin lah. Let's start 10 lap. So lepas habis tu kita akan rehat. Tengok kalau kita habis ni 2 minit, kita kena rehat 2 minit lah. That's the task for today. Okay, first lap. Okay, kita lihat 2 minit. Okay, lap 5. Lap kelima. Okay, let's finish the final lap. Lap 10. Okay, lap 10. Whew. Okay, task 1 complete. Whew. Crazy, man. Okay, kita rehat sekejap. Lepas tu sambung task nombor 2. Okay, task nombor 2, lari separuh, slow jog separuh. Okay. Okay, kita sambung task nombor 2. Okay, just lari separuh, slow jog separuh. Okay, sama macam tadi, cuma ini kita buat 6 lap je lah kot. Alright, kita start. Okay, lap dulu, tak setting jam lagi. Okay, kita start task nombor 2 sekarang. Okay, kita slow jog. Okay, slap. Okay, lap 3.
咩6天啊？跑6天啦，6天仲有3天咯，仲有3天。
Okay, lap 3. Sepatut kena sambung terus, tapi guys, saya tak boleh, kena lose minute. Okay, lap 6, final lap. Okay, slow down. Pentas komplit. 6 lap cuba. Okay, main dulu.
Balik pulang marathon. Balik pulang. But I never train until 25. I need train until 16. Cross 28. I won't die. I won't die. On the
Okay. Habis boleh kumpul seperti ni. Okay, speed run je training ni memang perlulah. Okay, anda tak boleh sentiasa buat easy run. Dia takkan membantu andanya VO2 max lah. Okay, so biasanya speed run ni better buat dekat track lah. Okay, first kita perlukan flat road. Okay, untuk neutral punya pacing. Lepas tu dia lagi selamat lah. Okay, walaupun dekat track maybe ramai orang, tapi be careful lah. Dan satu lagi dekat track ni jarak dia konsisten. Okay, kita tahu yang tu 100 meter, 200 meter, so lagi senang lah kan. Tapi sebenarnya bila buat speed run ni dia tak perlukan distance lah actually. Dia just perlukan lap je. Okay, macam interval berapa banyak, berapa lap pusingan tu je. Tak payah fikir sangat pasal distance lah. Dan be careful jugalah dengan speed run ni, boleh menyebabkan injury lah. Okay, so sebenarnya elok seminggu sekali lah. At least dalam seminggu tu katalah ada lari 3 kali, 4 kali sehari tu kena buat speed run lah. Okay, ada banyak jenis. Ada yang interval, ada yang every 1 km stop, macam-macam lah. Terpulang pada anda punya training lah. Okay, so bagus lah actually klinik ni. Dia at least bagi saya idea lah apa nak buat lepas ni kan. Dan dia punya stretching tadi pun okay, saya rasa memang membantu kat dia menekan saya punya glute ni. Okay, warm up yang saya tak pernah buat, saya tak record tadi lah. Okay, okay, so kepada peserta yang dah register teknik catat, kalau hari minggu anda tak ada benda pergi, join lah klinik ni. Okay, saya recommend lah. Dia sebenarnya walaupun boleh sekarang ni kita boleh dapat anywhere, tapi tak samalah dengan real experience daripada coach. Okay, coach of course lah dia ada banyak experience, dia dah training, so maybe dia lagi tahu dan dia lagi explain lagi bagus lah. Okay, kita tunggu peserta lain habis sementara tu. Budak zaman sekarang ni untung dah ada kelab bola akademi macam ni kan. Kalau tengok semua kecil-kecil pun dah berasa pakai boot, okay, pakai jersey, pakai seluar pendek apa semua. Kami zaman-zaman budak 80-an 90-an mana ada macam ni. Okay, hari muda lah, zaman dulu tak ada telefon. Kalau pagi tu nak set lawan bola kena bagi tahu awal tu, ataupun kena telefon malam tu. Itu pun besok pagi beberapa orang je muncul kan, dengan padang belekuk apa semua. Boot lah, pakai boot yang kain tu. Lepas tu apa lagi, macam-macam lah. Okay, tak macam budak sekarang lah, kecil-kecil dah berlatih padang macam ni kan. Okay, bagus lah actually untuk pembangunan bola sepak lah. Okay, so sebenarnya budak kecil ni dia lembut lagi, so boleh train lah dia, train dengan teori, knowledge. Okay, betul lah, sukan ni dia bukan setakat stamina, physical strength. Ni mindset pun kena ada lah, strategi thinking semua kan kena ada lah. Seronok lah sekarang ni. Okay, semua saya mungkin lahir terlalu awal kot untuk experience benda-benda ni.
But you change it. So why we do intervals is we want to tell the body that you can do faster than the body thinks. Okay, our body is a machine that can be trained. So all the training you have been doing, you are telling your body that you can do it. Like from beginning, you don't think you can do 21 km. After 2 months, you can actually do 21 km. So you are training your body. Even though you know you have full control of your body, but your body has a different set of mentality that it has to be taught what it can do. Okay. So why do people break record? Is because they believe they can do it, they challenge it. But most people will just do within what was told. Like full marathon, 2 hours is the maximum that humans can do. Then everyone will just aim 2 hours. But if someone actually doesn't aim 2 hours, they aim 1:30, probably a lot more people will do it. Same thing for your body, right? At the very beginning, some people will think that I can't even finish a full marathon. 2 years down the road, they'll be telling you that, you know, I have full marathon this month and next month and the month after. They've been planning full marathon all the way. So it's the same thing when you do interval. At the beginning of the interval, how many of you will think that 10 sets is a lot, then plus 5 is a lot? Until you have done it, the next time you think, oh, I can do more. I can actually add a bit more, 12 sets, 15 sets, 20 sets. Okay, so that's how you train your body. So that's exactly what you're going to do in the next 2 months. You're going to train your body to know that you can sustain that pace for your target pace for long enough. So you start adding into the 5 km, 6 km in your LSD. Okay, so same thing for this. So one question would be, should I do my intervals every week? yes, you can do, but your body will also learn that I can do this, no problem. So what you want to do is to challenge yourself. So what it means is that instead of doing 400 meters, you do 600 meters, you do 800 meters, same set, same number of sets, or you do same distance but do more sets. Okay? Or instead of doing 400 plus 200, you do 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So it's by duration rather than distance. So a different mindset, because now you need to sustain the duration. It doesn't look like one lap, because one lap doesn't end in 6 minutes. You need to run a bit longer. You don't know when it ends, so you need to use your watch to give you the alarm. Okay? The whole point is to challenge your body to do a bit faster, a bit longer, at a faster pace. Then when come to race days, you know you have done it before, you feel enough confidence to actually tackle the distance at the pace that you want. Okay, so the same question that I have just now is that, after 30, my pace drops. Yes, everyone will suffer, everyone has the energy, suffer at energy level of lower energy, or dehydration, the heat and etc., all the soreness, pain. Maybe 10 years ago I got injury, all these things will come to your mind to think that it's all here. But the training is the one who tells you that actually you can sustain. You should stretch your back forward and your legs a bit. Okay. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, go down further. Okay, time to reach your toe. Okay, continue to breathe, don't hold your breath. You're not fighting your body. Okay, deep breath in. As you exhale, go down further. Okay, now lift one leg cross to the other side. Okay, if you're crossing the left leg, use the right hand. Elbow to your knee. Use your body towards the leg that you cross. If you're using left leg, push to the left. Use the elbow to push your knee.
Okey. Dah habis sesi hari ni. Okay, lepas tadi kita ada pull down semua. Okay, bagus lah actually. Sebab ada banyak benda yang kita boleh tengok internet tapi tak buat pun kan. So bila hari ni kita buat terus, kita dapat dia idea lah. Next time kita buat. Alright, kita ambil gambar tu. Oh, dia ada actually. Dia tu tapi tak tengok.
Ada.
Okay, right. So kena pulangkan benda ni baru dapat ni lah. Dapat. Oh, remove pin. Tolong removekan pin ni.
Ada beza dia.
Sebab tadi ni kot. Tolong removekan pin dia. Okay, lepas dah pulangkan bit ni baru boleh ambil breakfast lah. Oh, tinggal kopi kot ya? Apa susu lagi bang?
Ada?
Susu. Makanan semua sama
Sama-sama.
Another episode.
Kan. Thank you for watching.
Sure.
Sure, what's your next event?
Penang Hill.
Ada juga. Penang Hill.
Forest Challenge.
Oh, okay. Bila tu? Bulan Ogos?
16 August.
Okay, good luck. Okay lah, dah lama tak ada di sana lah. So you from Penang no?
No, Ipoh.
Ipoh? Dekat lah. So you come from Ipoh to here?
No lah, I'm living in PJ.
Here lah. Okay.
What's your name?
Rasul. R.A. So RM is for my name. Yeah, Rasul
Bukan
Majid.
Malaysia lah.
You can also say that lah. Can I say that?
Okay. So all the best.
Thank you. Alright, so untuk event ni kita kena bayar RM10 saja. So macam biasa lah, dapat air yang plus dengan air minum tadi, aturan ni untuk dapat ni lah, mi goreng dengan kuih belang. Ok lah, cukup lah bola sikit kan, coffee latte kan. Ok lah, mari lah. Okay, kalau anda hari minggu tak ada apa nak buat, instead of running dekat taman rumah apa, join lah benda ni. Ok, dekat pun dekat dan tak mahal mana pun. Ok, makan. Ok, tamat lah kita punya running clinic hari ni. Ini adalah kali pertama saya join lah. Ini pun sebab wife saya yang ajak ni. Okay.
Thanks to me.
Okay. Aduh. Tapi dia lari slow tadi, saya lagi laju. Okay. Right, nice session lah actually, okay. Kita coach tu nampak very experienced guy. Dia punya penerangan simple, okay. That's why kita kena ada certified coach lah, okay. Anyone boleh jadi coach, saya boleh jadi coach, okay. Tapi coach yang sesat lah. Okay. Kalau anda ikut saya, anda pun bong lah dekat kilometer 21 tu, okay.
Itu bukan cendol yang marah-marah.
Itu bukan cendol lah anda. So what's the point? Okay, so nak cari coach, cari yang certified lah kalau boleh, okay. Betul, semua orang ada experience, tapi cara dia nak sampaikan knowledge tu rasanya hanya coach lah yang boleh sampaikan dengan betul lah. Alright, so sampai hari ni saja. So next session apa? 23 bulan
22 untuk
Tapi saya tak join lah.
specialize.
Saya ada Merdeka Marathon minggu tu. So saya tidur kat rumah.
Untuk generalize, untuk general ada banyak lagi.
Okay. So memang hari ni bila specialize tu dia buka untuk HM dengan FM je. Okay. So masa nak register tu dia detect lah kita punya registration. Bila general tu okay, any distance boleh masuk lah. Okay, so saya pun first time tahu Arena KL ni. Ingat sebelum ni kat mana, saya terbayang ni tepi MRT tu. Itu lain kan. Rupanya sini Arena KL.
Arena Sport Kuala Lumpur.
Okay, alright. So kita jumpa lagi dalam next event. Bye.